Have you ever felt like you're holding on to friendships that no one else seems to care about? This is the story of Liam, but it could be anyone, maybe even you. Liam sat on the park bench, the cool autumn breeze ruffling his hair. His phone rested in his hand, a lifeline that felt frayed and useless. He stared at the screen, where old messages blinked back at him, filled with unanswered attempts to reconnect. Weeks ago, he had written, "Hey, how's everything? Let's catch up soon." A message so simple, yet it had sunk into a void. No response. He took a deep breath and opened his contacts. He tried Emma first, the one who used to laugh at his dumb jokes until her stomach hurt. The call rang and rang before falling into voicemail. He tried Noah next, his partner in crime during their college escapades. The result was the same. Liam dropped the phone onto his lap and leaned back, closing his eyes. The familiar sting of rejection settled in his chest. Were they really that busy? Or had he just become irrelevant? An hour later, Emma finally replied with a text. "Sorry, Liam, super busy. Work's insane. Let's talk soon." Soon, a word so vague it felt like a brush off. Moments later, Noah's reply arrived. "Hey, man. Things are crazy right now. Maybe next month?" Liam chuckled bitterly. Next month, he muttered to himself. He had always been the one to reach out, the one to keep the connections alive. But lately, it felt like he was clinging to memories that no longer mattered to anyone but him. Still, he wasn't ready to give up. He decided to visit Emma in person. After all, wasn't that what friends did? Show up when words weren't enough. When he knocked on her door, she opened it, startled. "Liam, what are you doing here?" "I needed to see you," he said, trying to keep his voice steady. "You keep saying you're busy, but it's been weeks, Emma. I miss my friend." She glanced behind her, where her living room was littered with a half-empty coffee mug, her phone on the couch, and a paused Netflix show on the TV. "I am busy," she said defensively. "Work's been overwhelming, and when I get a moment, I just need to unwind, you know?" Liam nodded, his heart sinking. "I get it. Everyone needs time to themselves. But, do you know how long it's been since we had a real conversation?" "Since someone asked how I'm doing." He hesitated, his voice trembling slightly. "Do I even matter anymore?" Emma's face softened, guilt washing over her features. "Liam, it's not like that, I swear. I didn't mean to make you feel this way." "That's just it," Liam said, his voice quiet but firm. "No one means to, but we forget the people who've always been there. We hide behind busy like it's an excuse, but it's not. No one is ever too busy. It's about priorities." Emma looked down, unable to meet his gaze. The weight of his words pressed on her chest. She thought about the countless times she'd scrolled through her phone. Instead of responding to messages, the excuses she made to avoid effort, the way life seemed to sweep her along while leaving people like Liam behind. "You're right," she whispered. "I've been selfish. I'm sorry, Liam." He shrugged, his exhaustion evident. "I don't want an apology, Emma. I just miss my friends. If you ever have time, you know where to find me." He turned and left, his steps slow and heavy as he returned to the park. The bench was still there, his silent companion. As he sat, he wondered if he had made a mistake. Was he asking too much? Later that evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, his phone buzzed. It was a message from Emma in their old group chat. "Guys, we've been awful friends to Liam. Let's meet this weekend. No excuses." To Liam's surprise, responses poured in immediately. "Noah, agreed. I've been terrible. Let's do it. Sophie, count me in. It's been too long. Jake, Liam, I owe you a million apologies. Saturday?" For the first time in weeks, Liam felt a flicker of hope. That Saturday, they gathered at a cozy cafe, one of Liam's favorite spots. The air was filled with an initial awkwardness, but it melted as memories began to flow. They laughed about old pranks, shared updates on their lives, and listened to Liam talk about his struggles. Really listened. By the end of the night, Liam's heart felt lighter. His friends hugged him tightly, promising to never let things drift so far again. From that day forward, they all made an effort. A text, a call, a random visit. It wasn't much, but it was enough to show that time wasn't the issue. It never was. Because no one is truly too busy for the people they care about. It's always a matter of priorities.